Have you ever traveled through time? We do it every day.
Asgardia is a country with a population of more than 1 million people from more than 200 countries on Earth. Asgardia gives everyone equal opportunities, no matter what their earthly status is.
It is possible to create and live in the future right now. Are you ready? Forward progress is the solution to the entire human race. Our mission is to bridge new horizons. In Asgardia, there is no limit to the universal development in the fields of technology, finance, and arts. Asgardia is a new space and digital economy which creates opportunities for the global economy. We deliver innovations. Do you want to get on board with us? We are developing various kinds of digital businesses, attracting them to the Asgardia platform that can be backed by the means of our umbrella, i.e. franchising of the Asgardia brand. We can not only attract investments into space programs from prominent institutional investors, but also affordable amounts from the citizens of Asgardia. We comprise of more than 1 million people.
Asgardia is a chance to realize one's dream. This is a dream-driven space nation. Asgardia is a chance to belong to a community of free-thinking enthusiasts, goal-driven dreamers, and fearless innovators, theorists, and scientists.
We are the first space nation. One humanity, one unity.
Asgardia.
We are creating
The future.
Well, we are alive and waiting for Sherman Lambert. Good morning, everybody, by Mexico, and good afternoon in other places.
Hello, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Feda, how are you?
Good, thank you. And you?
Fine. Here the weather is cold and I feel great for that. Because all the time is very, very hot, and now it's perfect.
For here
23
as well.
Yes, 23 degrees
Not
here.
7 degrees here.
7 degrees here.
Oh, you are more less
We are
like
at
me.
the winters, yes.
I know. Welcome, Sherman Lambert.
Good to see you. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Good to see you. Yeah, thank you for being here. It's a strange day today. We didn't have very many people at the earlier meeting, so something's probably going on, which I don't know, but life goes like that. It's okay. Let's start in 1 minute. Actually, we've got a lot of people here. It's okay. It's fine. Let's sing. John Fine here? No, John's busy. we'll start in just a minute or two.
All right, that's good.
Yeah. So well,
Good
start.
for coffee.
Yeah, we'll start in 30 seconds or so, just so we get ready. All right. Welcome, everyone. I'm Len Topic, the Chair of Parliament of Asgardia, and we have these weekly sessions to talk about the progress of our space nation. We don't have formal votes on Thursdays, but this is an important way that we share what we're doing and everything that goes on as a result of the work that we do in between these meetings. Coming up today, I'm going to share some information and talk about the forthcoming events. That's the main thing for me, the events that are coming up. Peter Morn is not able to make it, so I'll make a quick report on that myself. So 4 things today. First of all, we're still heading for 21, 22, 23 February for our next digital sitting. I'll just confirm those dates. And yeah, 21, 22, 23 of February. That, for those who are not familiar with our process, is when we discuss legislation, we vote on it, we meet with government, and we talk about the work of the committees. Tomorrow, I need to publish the legislation we're discussing. After this meeting, I'm talking with Ferda about some of that legislation and some other matters also. In addition, we maybe will have a guest speaker. I don't know yet. We have 4 of those meetings a year. Sometimes they're physical. I'm hoping we'll have a physical one, but sometimes they're digital. This one will be digital. Moving on to the second of 4 points. Everyone with legislation in the digital sitting this time, I need to agree versions that we're going to be discussing so that they can be published tomorrow. So I'll be doing that after I've spoken with Ferda and also with John this evening. If you have got legislation which is coming up, then you can expect me to be in touch tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. I really don't want to. I can move it back by a week, but I don't want to. I want to keep it on 21, 22, 23 of February. It's a good time, and it means April or May for the next one, September, and then November. And I will try and get those other dates put in place fairly soon so that we can work to those. Third of 4 points. It seems to me that the launch of the life ship to the moon went very well. And we will have another event, yes, to confirm in response to questions. We will have another event in about 38 or 37 days when the life ship lands on the moon, and we will see if it's a successful landing. So we'll give you more information on that soon, but that is another big media event. Thank you again to Cheryl Gallagher, who organised a great deal of the planning on that. And the fourth thing, I might be going to America for our American colleagues in a few months' time. I don't know yet, but I think I might be coming. I said I would, and I'd like to do that if I can, and spend a week going around America to see our colleagues there. I'd be maybe going to Austin. I'd like to go to Meet Your Creator. I've never been there. I'd like to do that. The NASA John F. Kennedy Space Center down near Orlando. And maybe we can get some big events as well. Now, I haven't booked it yet, but I will book it. I expect for various logistical reasons, if I do this, it will occur before the 16th of May, before May 16. Last time I came to America, it was fantastic. Big thanks to all involved, particularly Sarah and Teresa. Absolutely brilliant work you did. And so I expect to see you guys as well. I just need to make a plan on how and when and where. So that is not guaranteed. It's 50-50 at the minute, but it is 50% likely. So I'd like to do that as well. So those are the main things I had for you. Peter Morn can't make it today, but for me, the big issue now is to get all the legislation ready, all of it ready for our big plan for the next digital sitting. One request, please do keep promoting Asgardia. We need to get more residents. We've got a good story to tell, and we've got Asgardian national symbols going to the moon, including Raiden. So that's a very big deal. And if it's a successful landing, then they'll be part of Asgardia's I don't like to use the word paraphernalia, not national symbols. I think that is the best way to describe it, on the moon in about 6 weeks' time or so. And they'll be there long after we have passed away. So we will literally have a presence on the moon. Now, I think that when we launch the DNA later on in the year, that's even more exciting because there'll be the DNA of Asgardians on the moon. That's very exciting too. So that's what I had for you. Peter isn't here, so let me open it to everyone. Sarah, you're next. I'm glad you're able to make it. I know that you were busy before. Good to see you, Sarah. Over to you.
Thank you. I did email my points to Peter. I didn't know if he had a chance to share those. If not, I can share them.
Yes, he did share it with the chairs, but you can share it with everyone here. So this is exciting. I was going to come to this later, but let's do this now. This is about the calendar. Now, just to explain, Sarah Clark, who's the chair of the Finance Committee, has also done a lot of other exciting things too. She's now going to talk about one of those. So, Sarah, over to you. And also, by the way, if I come to America, I definitely need to call through to see you. And how far are you away from Houston? From Houston, I just don't know.
3.5 hours. It's not far.
Okay.
By Texas standards, not far.
Yeah. But then we can fly that if I come. I want to do a round trip. I've been promising to do this for a long time, with the goal of building Asgardian residency numbers. If I do it, it'll be April or May, and it'll be about 6 days.
Brilliant. Well, that's before it gets hot in Texas, so that's a good start.
Just to say, that's not guaranteed yet. I'm looking at logistics, looking at timings, but I will let you know.
Okay.
Okay. Over to
you. Yes. So the Finance Committee's, let me pull over. Finance Committee's tax legislation is with the LMRG. As far as I know, the draft that John has is a draft that we're moving forward with, as long as Ministers Bogan and Ministers Beers have had the opportunity to make any comments and changes. So I'll save you a phone call. You can just move forward with the draft that John has.
Okay. Cool.
As far, it's not a nice angle. As far as the calendar, it has been uploaded to KPG, so it's KDP, Kindle Digital Printing. As soon as it's approved, it will be available for sale. I made it available for sale everywhere in the world that Kindle Digital Printing can print and send calendars, so that should be done. The one change that has been made is reformatted the cover so that on the spine, each year you'll be able to, well, it lists the year. So each year, each subsequent year, you'll be able to have all of them in a row, start your collection. Last but certainly not least, the calendar, it will be available on Star Shop. So as soon as that is uploaded successfully, it will be available to all Asgardians. Now, what I would like to do is, if possible, use the calendar as just a promotional tool to assist with residency. That was one of the questions that I had in the chairs meeting. So I will wait until next Thursday just to see where you guys feel about that. But I would love for all new residents to get the calendar for joining us. So that's it. I think that's all I had.
That's a lot,
and it's
good. That's a lot, and it's good. That's great, actually. Thank you for that. I'm really, really pleased by what you've said there. just in terms of what we do then, just trying to think. Well, that I can't remember what you decided for the pricing in the end. Do you have pricing points are agreed now?
It was most everywhere in the world for the hardcovered. The hardcovered color printed journals. They were running anywhere from like $15 to $20. So I think it'll be right in the 15 to 20 US dollar range.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for that. This is really great work. It would be great to see all the committees doing this, by the way. Really good to see all the committees doing this. Thank you for that. Any questions to Sarah before we come back to me? Okay. Yeah, Sarah, I think based on the success, well, we learned the last time because we can do it better in ways that you and I both know to maximize the, well, essentially the potential return to Asgardia. I would love to be able to come and do something really useful with you guys over there. And more than anything, promote this in the media so that we can actually do business there. Your president, Donald Trump, has said he welcomes us to come and do business over there. And I'll take him up on that. I'd love to come and do some business in America. Who knows? Maybe I'll stay even longer. And we need to be logical about it. Certainly, I would like us to do something at the Kennedy Space Center. It's just a natural place to go. And then also in Texas, if you want, as well. Maybe we could go to Orlando and do our activities there. And as I say, if we fly, then all of that should be achievable. So thank you for that. And I'll come to you in a minute, Sarah. If I can make it to South America, I will. I just don't know if I'll have the time, but it would be quite nice if we could do something there. We'll see. Sarah, hand your hand up again.
Sorry. After a small delay, I also wanted to thank Ria and Benedetto for their amazing work helping me finally get the Eclipse patches out the door. So if anyone watching has ordered and paid for an Eclipse patch, if you wouldn't mind emailing me personally, that would be sarah.clark@asgardia.space. I will make sure that you receive your patch. Thank you so very much for your patience. This was not how it was intended to go, but we will make sure that you were made whole and you get your patches. So that was the last thing I did forget to mention.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, the patches, that's just really exciting. It's been a long time, but we're getting there. And once we have the whole operation working really, really effectively, then this should raise quite a lot of revenue as well. One of the reasons why the tax legislation, which we've been discussing, is so important is because we have to have it and we have to make sure it works. You're saying the legislation under your name is okay, the John Fine versions you're happy with?
Yes, he and I have reviewed it. We've discussed it on numerous occasions throughout the last week and a half. I think we've incorporated all the comments, so I'm very pleased with it.
That's great news. Thank you for that. Okay, any questions or comments to Sarah? Okay, thanks. Really appreciate that. Right, more generally, anything else you want? Ariadne, I was thinking about whether I can come and see you while we're there. I can't remember. Where do you physically live? What's your nearest international airport?
In Mexico?
It's
International
Mexico City.
Airport?
It is Mexico,
in Mexico City?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's possible.
That is. I've been there once
airports.
before. I liked it very much.
All right, that's good. Welcome to Mexico.
I would like to do that. I really would like to. I'll have a look at a map and see what that route is going to be like. That would just be great. I just would really like to make that trip. It seems important to me.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Well, my question for Sarah is about the price for the residents. If you pay your residents, the calendar is free or a less price? I want to know that. Thank you.
Sarah? So still here?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was getting out of my car. I didn't hear the
Okay,
question.
sorry about that. Ariadne, can you ask that again?
What's about the calendar and the price? The price from $50 or $20 for the people that pay the resident. It's free or is a less price for them?
I would love to use this as a promotional tool for residents. The price on Star Shop will be dependent upon what Ria and I decide, but digitally, I don't know what the price. I do not know what the price will be. We are still in the process of having it translated. Right now, it is in English, but as soon as they are translated into any other language I can get them translated into, they will also be available in hopefully in as many of the Asgardian official languages as possible.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.
That is great. That's exciting. Ariadne, I think that it would be logical to come to Mexico, especially if we can get some useful business done there. So I'd like us to have meetings wherever I go, just so that we make the most of it, basically, that we make the most of it. I'd be very keen to do that. I'm just looking at this, looks all feasible. America's very well connected in the air. And so, yeah, I can see that the possibilities are really straightforward. Yeah. And it's not too expensive. Yeah.
We can prepare something. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so cheaper for you. Yeah.
Well, we can do it in one go. I came to America last year for Asgardia, and it was very good. I am very big supporter of the Americas for Asgardia, North and South, and it's always a pleasure to fly. Always a pleasure to fly. I actually like flying. That's the difference between me and some other people, actually. Yeah. Okay, thank you for that. Anybody else have anything else? I've got one more piece of news in a moment, but after this meeting, I'll call Ferda straight away from here. Okay. Okay. One more big piece of news. Today is Lena de Winner's birthday, our Prime Minister's birthday. So maybe we should
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lena, if you're with us, and or if you're watching the recording. We record our birthday greetings to you. It's always good to celebrate these things. Another year, another set of opportunities, I suppose, as well. And more than anything, I hope that we have another great year ahead. We're all 1 year older. We all get older every day, but maybe we get wiser too. Who knows? I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I hope so. So yeah. And so, yeah, we won't sing. I'm not sure how good people's singing voices are. So maybe we'll skip the singing today. But well done for having a good birthday. I hope you have a really great day. Really good day today. Any other business? Okay, my immediate next step as soon as we finish is I'll be speaking with Ferda. Later on tonight, I'll be speaking with John Fine. And then tonight and tomorrow, I'm getting all the legislation ready. And after that, we've got the serious opportunity to make our legislation really count by doing things like the calendar, which we've just been listening to Sarah talking about. And these actions are available to all of us. All of us can do this. And so I'm very optimistic that if we all work reasonably hard on these things, then actually the reality is that that will make a big difference to Asgardia and the profitability of Asgardia at the same time. And to yourselves, remember, our head of nation wants to celebrate our financial success. He wants us to do well as individuals. So he likes the idea of us having, economic success, and I would like to do that myself as well. I'd like to lead the way if I can, but count me in any time I can help you with any of this. But I know that we have a really great, a really fantastic chair of the finance committee, and I know that she's got great hopes, great ideas for us as well. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to raise? Oh, sorry, Ariadne.
I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Chairman Lembit, you need to talk with Corna Oliver,
I know.
because she puts a Slack, a message. Anybody said anything yet? But I think you are the right person to talk with her about it.
Yeah, I know about that. I didn't mention it because I want to discuss this with her as well.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about as well. I know what you're talking about. So
Okay.
I'll have to see what she has to say on that. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't want everyone has the right to do what they wish to do for Asgardia, as little as much. She's a very valuable person, and we've got some of her legislation going through at the moment as well. So actually, I think it's really helpful if she continues. But I'll talk to her. I'll do it. I'll do it depending how soon I finish. I'll do it tonight or tomorrow. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
Thank you for saying, and you're quite right. Okay, anybody else? Okay, let me summarize what's going to happen then. 5 minutes after we finish, I'll call you further, and then we can discuss all of the business that we need to discuss. Then John Fine is calling me later on when he finishes whatever it is he's doing. And then after that, I'm going to be working quite late, really, just to try to get everything in place that we need to get put in place, just so that we can publish everything tomorrow. As I say, I could move it back by 1 week, but I would rather just work hard overnight and have everything ready in place in time for our meeting. That's what I'd like to do. And then, Dana, happy birthday to you. I just hope that you have a great birthday. And more than anything, I just hope that we have many more birthdays to celebrate, and that we do some of them in space. That'd be really good if we can do that. Very, very good if we can do some of them in space. Thank you. Okay, let's finish there unless anybody else wants to do anything. It's 18:28 UTC now. So 18:33, I'll give you a call further. I just need 5 minutes to do something else first. And then John's calling me later. I'm putting that in the record in case John is actually watching this before our meeting. And then everybody involved with legislation, I'll send you what we're putting in for translation tomorrow. Great. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of the day. Further, speak to you in 5 minutes. And Oho, as always. Nice, efficient
Asgardians.
Take care. And I'll have a look at that route map. And I won't book anything until it's agreed with all of you.
All right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. All the best to you then. Take care. And we were at 23. So when we get to 25, when we get to 12, I'll shut it down.